So what I would like to discuss today is that how web works, right? And also we'll feel ourselves by trying something. We'll not build any application such as today itself, or we will try at the second part of the today's session. But upfront, we will try to do a few small things. Okay. How many of you have Firefox browser in your computers? Mozilla Firefox. You have all of you have it, right?
I don't.
If you don't have, can you please
I
parallelly
have
can
Chrome.
Chrome? No, can you please download and Firefox, because all of us, if you
Yes,
use the same browser, because I'll try to show some of the extra, plugins of Firefox. They may be available for Chrome as well, but I need to figure it out, and it will be easy for me if all of you have Firefox browser, Mozilla Firefox. Please do download as we discuss. Right. So generally, by looking at web application frameworks, what we have is, at high level, we have three different layers. One is the browser, your browser, right? And then you have your server. Okay, so from browser you request something to the server, and then that server talks to database, fetches data. Now we know that JDBC. So talks to database, fetches data. So database has a one layer, then your application logic, how to fetch the data and what to do with the data and all is one more layer, and your browser is one layer, or we can call this as a tier, three-tier architecture. So what the if we try to understand it primarily, like browsers are doing a lot of the stuff for us. They are proxy for us when you're talking to server, right? You fill in the form and browser click on the submit. Browser in turn knows how to talk to the server, get the data back. So if we compare with other applications, when we have to talk about web applications, we need to talk about standalone applications. Suppose if we are building an application in Sphinx, okay, Java Sphinx, and most of us have experienced it, and we know how to build applications with Java Spring framework. Suppose if we released a product with Java Spring framework, okay, and we if we have to distribute it to say 1 million users, what we will do, we will give some download link, everyone will download and install in their computers. Now if there is any change in your program, in your Swing application, what you need to do is you need to create another version of the product, upload it, and then everyone has to download it, right? There is a problem. If you have to write your own client for your application, it becomes a very difficult thing. Maintenance wise, it is very difficult. Still, some of the proprietary tools, if you really want users to use only your software, and because they are paying money to you, and you provide them extra features or something like that, people still do have their own clients. But when you have your applications, when you build your Java Swing application, or in the .NET, or something like that, and when you distribute it to many people, the problem is that the maintenance wise, everyone has to download. You need to keep track of this application. If you do any change, then all the users need to be informed and they need to be in sync, otherwise it might break. So that's actually that kind of clients. Generally the word we use for it is called thick client. Okay, so instead of that, if you just use browser, now look at it. Now if you just build a web application where you do something in the server side and users just log in from their browser, and any changes you do, they reflect immediately to the user, right? So that becomes very easy. So that's a little bit of history for the thin client and thick client, the difference between them. So that's where your browser plays a very very critical role in actually like providing user interface to the user, user experience to the user. So now if we are talking about application, now we know the browser part. right? We discussed about the browser. Now, if we have to look at, what is the server? Server is something, it takes request from the browser. Basically, it takes request from the browser, right? And the requests are basically like, I'll talk about the HTTP protocol, but the browser takes the HTTP request and it and the server side and the server takes the request as well, and then it will ask the corresponding module or corresponding say in our language the servlet or JSP to process the request. It will give the request to the servlet, okay, and it says it will ask it to process the request, and servlet in turn will have, you write all your business logic there, and then maybe you call another Java class or something like that, and you may talk to database if required, if you require data, and respond back to the browser, right? So that's the logic, at the application layer of the application server or the server, web server. There is a difference between application server and web server, but then for us at the beginning level, both of them are server, and pretty much, what we can focus on it is like, what a server is. So server is something that takes the HTTP request, hypertext transfer protocol request, and processes the request, sends back the response to the browser. And what will the browser do? When it gets some response, it will render in the page. It will render in a with, the styles, the colors, images, everything in a nice form to user. And next, database. We have seen the database already. It's basically used to store and manage data. Now, if we have to look at, servers, how many of you downloaded the Tomcat server by now? If you have not done so, please download Tomcat server. Please download Tomcat server. Please, Tomcat server. The list of softwares that I really require is first you need to download Firefox. Then in the Firefox you need to get this two softwares installed. I sent you two links in the chat. So please, you download, once you install your Mozilla Firefox, then please install these softwares as well. I have two Firefox add-ons called HTTP headers as well as tamper data. So these two things I need, and other softwares I will need is Tomcat server, Tomcat download, and I requested you to install Tomcat 6. Okay, so please do that parallelly. You can just, it's a small download, so it should not be too difficult for you. You download this 32-bit one, or if you are Windows XP 32-bit, then do download this. If you are on a 64-bit platform, then maybe you download the other one. Right. So we download it, and that JDK 1.6. Everyone should have JDK 1.6. Okay, and some of the other examples for web server are IIS, Internet Information Server for ASP.NET. This is not relevant to us, but still we need just one more server which can process web server requests. There are so many other servers, but let's only stick to Tomcat and the web server, Java web servers. Tomcat is one Java web server. Now this is how it looks like. Once you download and install your Tomcat, I'm requesting for Tomcat 6.0, so please download Tomcat 6.0, and once you download, let me know. I can try that out for you. Once I download this, then what I can do is, there is something called startup.bat. Okay, I did click on the startup.bat. Now let me click localhost. Okay, no, this is the database front end. So I need to do change. There is my Oracle XE is running at the same port number. So what I need to do is I need to change the port. I need to change the port number. Okay, follow me. I mean, because you might even be needed to change the port number. The port number is there in the conf folder. There is something called server.xml 8080. So I'll just make this as maybe 8081, and so suppose I just change these port numbers. I just change the port numbers in the server.xml, right? So I go back. Some of these issues related with the software, especially with the servers, we must be able to fix it. It is too early, I mean, for me to really discuss about it, because we haven't yet built any application. But then you must be aware that the Tomcat folder, when you download, it looks like this. When bin conf lib logs temp web apps work, right? So bin folder generally, you take any product, the bin folder generally contains the executables, the startup or shutdown related, the executables. Now the conf contains the XML files related, the configuration to run the server, Tomcat server. The lib contains, the jar files, the common jar files that are really required for the Tomcat server to start up. The Tomcat, you look at this, the Tomcat related server code is also there into the jars. Now logs is a folder where it actually shows all that, log content, whatever was the on the is happening, generally it's to trace what was happening earlier, and it will log every request response or whatever errors are coming. And Catalina log is nothing but the console. Whatever gets printed in the console, this will be available in the Catalina.log, and it will be suffixed with the timestamp. See here at the end it says server startup, and the same message I do have server startup, right? So when the server is started, what I can do is, now let me go back. See here, I see a Tomcat default. I just type that. In your case, maybe that you don't need to change anything with the server.xml, because you may not be running any other application. But in case if you face error, you need to change the port number. Otherwise, yours will be 8080 only. For me, 8080, there is another application that is running there already. My Oracle database web server is running there. So you can specify two ways. Okay, one is 127.0.0.1 or localhost. 127.0.0.1 is also called as loop back address. In order to use this port number, you don't need to have any internet access, or this represents your local computer. As long as any application is running in your local host, then you can pretty much use this IP address and the port number, it works. Or you can pretty much say localhost colon 808 in your case, and in my case 8081, right? So that's about Tomcat server, and there are some other things as well. The Tomcat, how do we manage the Tomcat? There is some small parts related to Tomcat server. Tomcat user, let me see if there is anything here. There will be some username and password. If it is not there, we can add, and let me uncomment this part. It is possible that we can administer the server, Tomcat server, and for this purpose I need to restart because I changed this Tomcat configuration. By default it was not having any, it was the usernames were in the commented mode. So hope you got this part. What I did is that there is one file called tomcat-users.xml in the Tomcat conf folder, and I went there. This was commented earlier. There is something here, and this was commented before. Now I just enabled it. Okay, so this the rule. Okay, roles manager UI. So it looks like okay. I need to add a proper role here then. Role name. And the message that I was getting here. Okay, manager GUI. Also, let me try to add one more role. Manager. I'm just doing some trial and error. We don't need to use this too often, but it is always good to know how we do it. Okay. Our username. Let me make my username secret. Excellent. So that really means I need to restart the Tomcat. It's up. Excellent. See here, what really happened is that when I logged into Tomcat Manager, how did I get Tomcat Manager? I just typed this much. I did not say anything, and here it shows Tomcat Manager. And now when I actually created a proper user having manager role, then it gave me this interface. Here what happens is, if you have installed multiple applications on this server, now Tomcat server can host any number of web applications. So each application is different. Okay, so now here this particular Tomcat server is running by default. These are the applications it is running. Okay, one is host. If you look at from the bottom, the manager and host manager, they are relevant. They are for the administration purpose. Now for people like us who are learning JSP and Servlet, we can pretty much use the sample applications here, the example sample. Now I can pretty much look at the servlet samples. See here, this guy is some sample code is pretty much is available. How to say hello world. This is the servlet code. Source is here, the source code. So there is a little bit of sample applications available even with JSP as well. You do have some other stuff. This is pretty much interesting. Okay. So that's about the Tomcat part. Is it clear, or you want? I mean, how many of you have downloaded Tomcat server by now?
I did.
Edit. You are able to do
Yeah.
what? Can you please? I'll give you 2 minutes time. I'll not speak anything now. Please try to do whatever I was trying to explain. Jimmy, are you done with it?
Yeah, I download.
You downloaded, and you also try to do that whatever I have done with the Tomcat server. Just start that server, go to the browser, type localhost colon 8080. Charles, how about you?
Hello?
Yeah, please.
Does this 127.00.0 does this work on only Firefox or on
No, no,
Chrome?
no, anywhere it works. It is nothing specific to the browser. As long as you are typing, see that 127.0.0.1, or if you are, I mean, you can pretty much type localhost, just localhost. And as I'm saying, you have to use 8080 port by default port if you have not changed it. It comes with some of the, I mean, some documentation of Tomcat as well, that also runs like an application here in the Tomcat. So you have really decent, I mean, really good information that is available for us. So please confirm me, how many of you are done with it, the Tomcat installation, and you are trying, you are with me.
We don't need to install Tomcat, right? Just a folder.
There are two options available. Okay, you can even, this is just a folder. The one that I told you is just a folder. Go to the bin folder and click startup.bat. There is another way. You can even install as well. But I did not specify that particular thing because I wanted, just I wanted us to feel this particular thing. We starting and stopping manually.
So
Otherwise,
which file we need to change for the port number? Is server.xml?
yes, server.xml. That's right. Server.xml.
It's not allowing me to edit it.
Sorry?
It's not allowing me to edit the file. We need to open in Notepad or
We need to open in the notepad and edit it. How you are trying to edit that now?
in the browser?
In the browser you see server.xml?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, sorry. You clicked on it. Okay, you clicked on it, and because this is an XML file, it opened in your browser. No, no, no. You need to open that in a notepad or any text editor, because browser will show that as if it is I mean a proper XML file, and it's only for read only. Browser will not let you edit.
Harina,
Yes.
when I hit that start up that bat,
Hmm.
I'm not getting any console like he got,
Is it?
like any command.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it's coming and going. So that's
Yeah,
fine.
it's
All the
No,
best.
it is not fine. It is not fine. That actually means that there is some problem. Now, can you please
okay.
open the, okay, I'll do one thing, okay? At least I'll make one of you presenter. Maybe Nilma, I'll make you presenter. Show me yours. I'll fix yours, okay?
Yeah.
Give me control as well. And that will be, we need to know these problems. Show me the screen and please give me the control.
How can I give you the control?
You have on the panel, see the go to meeting panel on the right side, give keyboard and mouse control. You have that option.
Yeah, yeah, got it.
Yeah, excellent. So, no. I'm asking you guys to you need to extract this. You did not extract, right?
No.
No. I did not say that you have to run it from your WinRAR. Okay, you need to extract it to some
Okay.
location, and then it makes sense. Oh, okay. Or just let's put it in a C drive. See, this is interesting. I was not expecting you to do this, but this kind of issues are possible. Yeah, wait a minute. I was actually expecting this extract to happen. Oops. Oh. I think I did a mistake. Okay, I did a mistake. So I request you to, I mean, for now it works, but you extract it to some proper location later.
Okay.
Right now, when I gave it to C drive, it directly exploded. I thought it will create a folder and do it, but it directly, everything came into C drive. So that messes your C drive,
No problem.
right? So,
Okay.
yeah, so for now, so all of us, one thing that we need to remember is that, you need to extract it to a folder. Now still it is going, see? When I click on it, it shows some message and it goes. Now yeah. So what we need to, actually it is giving a proper error message, okay? So how we can look at the error message? There are two ways of doing it. One is from the command prompt. Come on, I need regular command prompt, not the .NET one. So see here, it shows an error. Neither the Java home nor the JRE home environment variable is defined. At least one of this environment variable is needed to run this program. This error is pretty much clear. Actually, like, we need to set a Java home environment variable. We know about it, right? I did discuss about this earlier. And where is it? Nilima, can you do that for me? I mean, remote controlling is difficult for me somehow. You know it,
Okay.
right? How to do it. And you have it in the C colon program files. Hopefully you have Java installed there in the program files. Just copy the Java location. Where is Java? Yeah, Java. Click on Java folder. Just wait a moment. It comes. Okay. Now just copy this path. C colon.
Which
Where
one?
is that particular thing? Okay.
Driving
The
binary.
no. I just the till this folder path is sufficient. But why is that I'm not seeing that? What is it? The address bar. View.
Here it is.
No. View. Show status bar. No, not status bar. Explorer bar. See, Explorer bar.
Address bar.
Address bar. Yes, please. Why I'm not getting?
See everything here.
It should be coming. Explorer bar. Okay. Try Explorer bar. And no.
No.
No. Fine. I mean that's a
I can do
secondary.
one thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What you need to do
I
is
can
you
just
right
extract it.
click on the bin folder. Right click on the bin folder. Copy the path. I want you to do copy the complete path. Properties. Properties. Now you copy till Java. What we need is till Java. Okay, you copy complete path. We'll remove JRE part. Okay. Now you go to your my computer. I need my computer. I can start my computer. Somewhere it will be there. Right click on the properties. No. Properties. This no.
In the previous set.
Yeah, in the start my computer option is there, right? My computer. You
Okay.
just right click on the properties. Right click, properties, excellent. It pops up the properties window,
Okay.
advanced environment variables. So in the system, no, cancel. New,
System. Yeah.
you do here, okay? New Java home, Java underscore home.
Yes.
Yeah, caps, all caps. It doesn't really matter, but let's go with the standard underscore home. Tab, paste.
And the password.
Control V, and remove the JRE part. Just till Java.
How about slash?
Remove the slash as well. Click OK. Yeah, your computer is little slow.
Yeah. So many applications to run.
Okay.
Now.
Right. Go to the bin folder. Now bin of the Tomcat in the C drive. C colon. Not this one. C drive.
This.
C whatever. No, this one you have to. I think this will not work now because
Okay. Got it.
once you open the path, once you change the environment variables, here you have the bin folder. That you go to that folder. Once you change your environment path, okay, then that will not reflect in the your existing already opened command window. Click on the startup now,
Okay.
startup.bat. Have it in the third lane, third column. Yes, that's the one. Click on it.
Okay.
It still says the same thing.
Yeah.
Oops, I don't. No, there is some problem. Okay, let me do this myself in some other way. And what is the problem it has? Oh, oops. Oh, sorry. Oh, you only have JRE. You don't have JDK installed in your computer. My mistake. Uh, JRE 6.0. Fine. Can you go back? Okay, let me try. I was thinking that Java folder has other things. So you don't have JDK installed. Please download and install JDK. Okay, we always need JDK. No, what happened? I did something and something else is coming. Yeah, advanced environment variables. Jimmy, are you able to follow me? Is it working for you?
No, it's still not working.
Still not working?
Harinath?
No. Cancel.
Harinath?
Huh?
Yeah, I'm done with it, but it's asking the username and the password.
Yeah, I'll come to it.
Okay.
Where is the Java variable? Now can you take Nilima, can you take control and edit it and add the /JRE as well?
Here?
No. The Java, whatever we have Java, just click J and
New.
it should take you there. We added it already, right? Yeah, this one. Edit /JRE6. Other slash.
Yes.
It was my mistake. I was assuming that your Java has JDK installed already and click OK. Now go back there and click on the startup. You have another Explorer, yes. Again, you still have the same problem?
Yes.
No, I think you really need to download JDK and just download JDK. I'll make Jimmy presenter and I'll see his version.
Okay.
You download JDK and install it and try to see if you can clean up your computer, remove some of the softwares that you have that you are no longer using, uninstall them.
Okay.
Now show me, Jimmy. Now what you are trying to do? No. You need to run startup.bat. Yeah, click on that.
It's going away in a sec.
Okay. Now, okay, go to the command prompt. You have command prompt window already open, right? Yes. Now just go do CD and go there. Yeah, enter. D colon. Just type D colon. Yeah. Now type startup.bat. Now you two don't have the JDK declared properly. Now go to your My Computer properties. Now yeah, you have JDK installed, right? Now click on the
Yeah.
JDK 1.6.0. Till this path you need to give JDK 1.6.0 whatever is there. Click on that. You copy this path and set it to Java home. Okay. It was, I mean, I was a bit confused, I thought she installed it to by default she has chosen that path. So it was my mistake. No, no, no. You need to redo this. You can click on this, in the Explorer as well. Whatever startup.bat was there, you can click that. It should work now. Yeah, click on it. See, it is coming up.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
So Manasmita, you're done with it, right? It's asking for username and password. Tomcat.
Yes, Arnav.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. So, I'll explain that particular thing here in this computer. Localhost colon 8080. You change the port number? Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Click on the
Okay.
Tomcat manager. Okay. Okay. Did you modify the Tomcat user?
No, yeah.
Mm-hmm. No, okay. Then you need to go back to the bin folder. I will go to this location. Go a little up. Conf. Manasmita, you just follow me. Tomcat users. Just uncomment this XML. Uncommenting means remove that. Yeah. Less than colon slash slash and both at the end. Yeah. Excellent. Remove that. Oh no 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 no. You are
Oh, okay.
Control Z. Yeah. Now add one more role. Copy paste. Add one more role. Say paste it and call that as an admin. I think admin should work. Just admin. Okay. And now
I think it's manager.
no the I think let us try this out. There is sorry manager. It should be manager, not admin. Right? Manager,
GUI.
GUI and manager. Let's try with just manager once and see if it is really working. Because I added both of them, but you remove the GUI part once. Comma, manager, GUI. Okay. 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 Fine. Save this file. Save and close your Tomcat. Restart your Tomcat. Restart your Tomcat. I'm saying you close the no, not this one. The Java one that is running here in the Java icon in the status bar. No, other one, the last one in the status. Your no. You see a Java icon? What do you call this system? You have what do you call this system?
Get it,
This
sorry.
no. Give me control. Did you give me control? Yeah. No, this one I'm talking about. You kill this one. Click startup again. When you change configuration files, you need to do this part. Yeah, it works. Manasmita, are you able to follow me? Jimmy, this is fine for you, right? So Nilima and Manasmita, Charles, Prafulla, you are able to follow me, right? If I mean,
No, Harina.
you are not able to follow me.
No.
Okay, okay. Fine, we will do in your computer as well. I'll make you presenter. I'll make you presenter. Show me your screen. Yeah, I see your screen. Now just add one role. You're there, okay? Not in the notepad. Notepad. You are correct. In the notepad.
Okay.
What you do is the role name equal to Tomcat, right? Just copy paste that particular line. Role name.
This one.
Yeah. Copy paste. Copy the complete line. Paste just below. Complete line. Complete line. Enter. Just change the Tomcat text to manager hyphen GUI. GUI, and that means you are creating a role. Now there is a user which says both, right? Any user actually, but let us go with the both user both, and roles you comma add this manager hyphen GUI. Save this file. Kill the Tomcat. No, the other one, just beside your notepad you have it. There is actually shutdown.bat. Okay, you can click that as well. There should be there. You can click that. That will in turn stop the Tomcat. Ideally, that is the preferred option. Now it's up, right? Now you go there. No. Yeah, just refresh that page. It should be you will be able to get it. No, you did refresh something else. Fine. As you do it, Charles, are you able to follow me?
Yeah, I'm following, but I'm not on my laptop.
Okay, you are not in your laptop. Okay. Can you please, password is Tomcat. Password is Tomcat. Manasmita, password is Tomcat. Can you please try this out for me when you have access to your laptop?
Yeah, sure, definitely.
Huh? Yeah, because that will be a very much required for us. So please do that. And going forward, without this also, we'll still build web applications. Without this, practical stuff. Facing the problems and resolving it, we can pretty much go on and build applications. But it is always good to know what we are really doing and the software that we are using. This is about Tomcat, right? This is about Tomcat. So anyone needs help? Nelima, I hope you don't need any help now, right?
Yeah, I got it.
You installed
Downloading JDK.
okay, please. So I'll take back the control. Yes. So I was talking about Tomcat stuff. Now let's go back, in the Eclipse, how we do it. And this I did explain yesterday. So what we do is you create a web applications. This is all about how it looks like. I'll talk about it explicitly. And before that, actually, like, how does a web request look like? I wanted to discuss this with you first. Okay, how do we interpret when you're typing some URL? How does it look like? Okay, let me explain that. How the HTTP protocol part. Now, all of you are able to see my screen, right? Yeah. So
Yes.
suppose if I type google.co.in or google.com. Now see, when you install the plugins that I gave you in the link in the Firefox, you see that in the tools, you see that live HTTP header. Click on that. And this in turn will give you, maybe I need to refresh the page. Then it gives me the request and response. See, The request, actually the request that browser is sending to the server and the response that it is getting. Please try to understand this. Without this, there are many people, there are thousands of developers who do not understand how HTTP works, but they write, applications. But it always helps to learn how really HTTP works. HTTP is a protocol where you send your message, browser sends some text to the server in a particular format. And what is the text? And that's nothing but this. Look at this particular thing. Get /http /1.1. HTTP has, there are two methods called get and post. Get and post. There are two methods. There are multiple methods. There is one put, there is one delete, there is some other things, but let us not focus on those methods. There are two important HTTP methods that we are interested are get and post. Get means that when you just type a URL, follow me please, when you type a URL, universal resource locator or your whatever domain name, when you type a domain in the browser address bar and press enter or go, what happens? A default request is sent to the server, and that particular request HTTP method there used is called get. Okay, there are two different ways you access a web page. One is by typing a URL or a domain name there in the browser, complete path, and other thing that you do is that there might be, in the form, say suppose you have a registration form, you fill in some data or your login form, you fill in the data and click login or submit, right? And that's when you're submitting, posting some data to the server. You're posting some data to the server. Doing that way is called post, and hitting the URL directly, typing the complete URL, complete path in the address bar, that's one way of accessing it. Typing the domain, now let me say this, typing the domain is this is one way of accessing it. And sometimes you get a form, like maybe I'll try to log out and see, come on. Okay, so when I click sign in, and now see here I see login, and I click on the sign in. So there are two different options, you see it, right? And I can pretty much show you the code available, and this guy should be having some HTML stuff. Now whether he has. See, there is something called, you see this line, where is at the end there is some, we will discuss this more, we will be doing, keep doing a lot of things around this, but there is a property called, for this HTML element called form, you have something called method equal to post. Okay, and there is something called action. Action is nothing but, what URL or what link on the server you need to hit. Okay, it is hitting this particular path. Okay, and the method that is going to use is post. So that's about the default request and the how a HTTP looks like. What I will do now is that, see that get is the method name, next HTTP is the protocol, and 1.1 is the protocol version. HTTP 1.0, 1.1, then that now this browser is using is 1.1, maybe that is the latest. Now next is host. What is the server? Okay, next it sends some other browser related information, user agent. If you are accessing this from Firefox, it says Mozilla /5.0 and your OS version and all. Accept. What kind of stuff browser can accept? It can accept HTML, it can accept XML, that specifies something. This is the request. This is the request. Okay, it looks like, this is the request, and response. It says HTTP /1.1. that means the protocol, and next is 200. 200 is called status code. We will see it more. Okay, if you don't understand it completely, it is pretty much okay. We will be discussing. Server response looks like this. See, server response, first there is a header, and then the actual content also should be there in the bottom. No, I'm actually like, okay, this is, I think this is only the header part, HTTP header. So your this follows with your whatever you see, in this case, if I see view page source, whatever I see here, this will be apart from the regular HTTP header. Your HTTP response code comes, and then also you get the other stuff. So this is only header. Basically, HTTP request and response, whatever browser is sending or getting it back, there are two portions. First, there is a header part where it says what it is about, what type of action is happening there. It's about instruction between the server and browser. We don't see that information generally, but then in order to understand that particular fact, I'm trying to add this live HTTP headers plugin to the Firefox, and that it shows me clearly. Okay, and then you get the data, you send your data, everything happens. So the focus that I tried to do was the HTTP header, how it really looks like. Now this is what if in my presentation. So there is a method, then that URL, or on the server which page you need to access, that we did not see in my earlier sample, because by default it was just the slash part, so it did not specify there. But index.html, then HTTP 1.1/1.1 host, your domain name, user agent, your browser accepts these properties. One moment. Yeah, sorry for the interruption. So, and the response looks like this. So you have it clearly like the header, and you see here the body part comes down, but in the live HTTP header I did not see the body, because the body is there pretty much. You right click on the page and click on the source. That's what the nothing but the, this is what your body. So header part you don't see it actually. Generally you don't see the header part. In order to see the header, what you need to do is you need to use the live HTTP header and see that particular thing. Right? So for today, I think let us close here. So please make sure that you have your JDK installed properly, your Tomcat is working properly, right? And this is nothing but brief introduction about HTTP in a practical perspective, and we try to fix the Tomcat issues as well. We try to fix that the path variable stuff. So that's about it for today. We'll catch up tomorrow and come back. Please try and come back with questions. Is that okay?